that you mount has no idea what jiu-jitsu is, never heard of UFC or anything, and they're just trying to bench press you off, throw you off. Another thing they might try to do is push closer to your hips, right? So if he pushes my shoulder, I sit up, I swing, right? Shoulders again, sit up, swing through, come back down. But if he pushes my hips, different story, right? One, because it's hard for me to swim underneath his arms. When his arms are this low on my body, there's no swimming under anymore, right? Before, there was all that space underneath, very easy to squeeze through. Now, not so much. But I'm still going to sit up tall, all right? If I don't sit up, and I allow the person to push my hips without doing anything, even if I'm staying really low, he keeps pushing, see that? He actually has a good amount of leverage. And this is actually a fairly technical escape. It's not the worst escape to use. The reason we don't teach it first thing is because it leaves your head open to getting punched. So it's not the best habit to get into. But you have to respect it when you're the top person. Someone puts their hands on your hips, you're going to get thrown off if you don't do anything. So, as soon as I feel the hands on my hips, same thing, I sit up and I a little bit change the angle of my body. I bring my hips forward and my shoulders back. If I leave my shoulders forward and my hips back, I give him a ledge. I give him something concrete, some perches to gain, right? But when I arch, I arch, his hands are already slipping up. See that? His hands don't have the same push. And as soon as his hands flip a little bit, they're very easy to remove. You can take them right off, come right back down, and same thing again. Pushes again, I sit up tall, I'm just going over with both hands, no thumbs, I'm not grabbing the wrists, I'm just hooking. Hooking. If his hands are a little closer together like this, right? Sometimes you can use your palms here, and just smear this way, his hands together, and come back down over top of his arms, either way. So he pushes, boom, his hands are kind of wide, so I just scoop to the outside, come right back down. He pushes, his hands are more narrow, I push his hands together, and come back down that way. He pushes my shoulders again, I swim under. Okay? So just keep in mind while you're doing is that, normally you wouldn't want the person to be able to really make you move that far away from them in the mount. You wouldn't want them to have to make you posture up. So you would remove everything very early. But to practice the move, you have to let your partner push a little bit. So don't get too much in the habit of just like right away. Let yourself get pushed a little bit and see how late you can still do the move and have it still work for you. And that way, if your timing's a little bit off, you'll know how far you have to go before you have to dismount and go to another position. Make sense?